boys and girls. Welcome to Outdoors with Mr. White. I'm Mr. White and we're outdoors. Today we're going to take a little hike on the marsh and we're going to talk about a couple of things. We're going to talk about our fitness and we're going to talk about some different types of jumps. And we're going to see some wildlife, I hope. I don't know, we're just going to explore and see, and I hope to see some. This is a great spot to come. Come on, let's go. Uh-oh, here's a problem. We have a little bit of a creek going down into the big brook. I don't know how. Oh, I think I do know how. I think I can get across this. We all know how to jump. We worked on that in class. So let's try one of our jumps. I'm going to try a jump right here. I have to back up. Hold on. Are you ready to go? I hope this works. Hold on, here we go. There, we made it. Now the creek is behind us and we're ready to go again. Thanks for jumping, that was fun. I'm glad you know how to jump. Wow, boys and girls, you guys are great jumpers. Thanks for jumping with me. And I'm so glad that you know how to jump and we can make it across that brook. One thing though, if you notice, my breathing is starting to get a lot faster and I can feel my heart, and my heart is getting faster. And you know what? Something else is even happening to me. I'm starting to get hot. I had to take off my glove and I'm going to unzipper my sweater a little bit because it's important for me not to get too hot. So I'm going to open up my sweater a little bit and let the air get inside so I can cool down. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to walk a little bit slower and I'm not going to jump any brooks or creeks for a few minutes, just so that my breathing can slow down and my heart can go back to normal. It can slow down and I can start cooling down because I'm starting to get hot. Let's go. You know, boys and girls, I was getting so hot I think I'm going to take off one of my layers. I've got a few layers on because I know that it's best to dress in layers. Then if you get a little hot, you can take one off. If I get cold, I can put it back on. So I'm starting to get hot. I'm going to take one of the layers off. And if I start to get even hotter, I have another layer I can take off. Or if I start to get cold, I can put one of my layers back on. So now I'm ready to go. I feel better. That's the groundhog hole. Maybe that's the hole he comes out of in the springtime. Wow, that is cool. Let's get a closer look. Did you hear that? I don't think he liked this very much. I'm out on the marsh and I see a black spot over there in the middle of the field. So I like to explore, so I think I'm gonna take a look. I'll show you what I see. I'm not sure. I don't think he sees us. We're being nice and quiet. Do you see him? I see him. Do you see him? He's right in the middle of the field. something black. Have you got a guess yet? Take a close look. I think he's got a sore leg. He seems to be limping. Do you know what that is, boys and girls? Huh? He sees us. Whoa, do you know what that is? Boys and girls, that's a skunk. Oh, he knows. I think he's got a sore left front leg. He's got a limp. When they put their tails up, we better watch out. I think I'm going to let him go. I'm not going to bother him anymore. Because I think if him and I got close to each other, I think we'd have a problem. Bye-bye, Mr. Skunk. Whoa, that was cool. Well, boys and girls, there he goes. I'm going to let him go because I don't want to get close to him. I think I would smell bad for 2 years after he got close to me. Let's go. We're going to go back down by the creek. That was kind of fun. Okay, boys and girls, now that we've learned a little bit about the 2-2 jump, I want to show you how it works when you're trying to jump over something. So we have to start with 2 feet, and what I'm going to do is try to jump and land on 2 feet across this rock. That worked really well. I'm going to try going back. There, a 2-2 jump. Okay, boys and girls, now let's try our second jump. It's a 2-1 jump. We're going to start on 2 and land on 1 and see how that works. Let's try it back. 2-1. Start on 2, land on 1. Wow, you have to have some good balance to finish that one. Okay, let's try our next one. A 1-2. I'm going to start on 1 foot and I'm going to land on 2. So 1 over here and 2 over there. That one was kind of easy. Start on 1. Land on 2. That's a fun one. Okay, for this one, I'm going to do a 1-1. And I think what I'm going to do, because there are 2 1-1s, I'm going to do a 1-1 from 1 foot to the same foot. This one, to me, is the toughest one. You might find it easy, but this one here, to me, is tough. I'm going to start on my right, and I'm going to land on my right. And I'll try my left this time. Left, left to left. Ready? Wow, that was a tough one. And I don't think I would use that very often. I could probably find an easier jump to jump a brook like this. The last one, I saved it to the end because it's my favorite. And it's a 1-1 jump, but we switch feet. If we start on the right, we'll end up on our left. Or we go from our left and go to our right. So I'm going to start on this foot and I'm going to land on the other one. It's probably the jump that you would use a lot. Start on my right and end on my left. That was an easy one. I like starting on my right foot. I'm going to do it again. Right foot to my left. 1 to 1. Here we go. There you go. That's my favorite. 1-1, switching feet. Well, after doing all those jumps, my breathing is going faster again, and yeah, I can feel my heart pounding even faster. So I know I'm getting good exercise and I'm working out today. My heart rate is faster, my breathing is faster, and to be honest, I'm starting to get a little bit warm too. So I'm going to sit down for a second and I'm going to let my temperature and let me cool down a bit and let my breathing come back to normal, and I'm going to let my heartbeat go back down to normal, and then I'm going to get up, and I've got more things to look around for out here because there's so many cool things here on the marsh. Well, I'm feeling better. My wind is back. I can breathe a lot better. I'm ready to go for a little bit more of a hike. You ready to go? Let's go. Boys and girls, I'm walking down a thing called a dike. And this thing right here over my shoulder, that's a dike. And a dike is a big pile of mud that people put next to the water. And if you look behind me, you'll see all kinds of water there. And that water comes in and out like the tide. And sometimes there's hardly any water there, and sometimes there's a lot. And when the water comes in a lot, it would completely cover all these fields. So the farmers and the people that want to live around here have built these big dikes behind me. And that's what I'm walking on today, the dikes. But I see something on the dike just a little bit up. I'm going to see if I can get closer to him for you. That's a groundhog, and he's outside of his house, and he's just relaxing on the bank, soaking up the sun. Isn't he cool looking? Oh, he disappeared into his hole. Okay, we're still standing on the dike, but Mr. Groundhog has his house right over there. I'm gonna leave him alone right after this, but I just want to see what his home kind of looks like. I'm not going in. I know he wouldn't invite me in, but I just want to see it. Let's go. Can you see him, boys and girls? His head is just sticking out of the hole a little bit. I don't want to bother him very much. I want to stay back. But it's kind of neat seeing where the groundhog lives. Isn't that neat? There he is, look. And they dig these big holes in the side of the bank. Big holes in the side of the dike, and that's where he's living. And look at all that dirt that he piled out there. Isn't that kind of neat? He's big. That's a groundhog, and this is where he lives. Bye-bye, Mr. Groundhog. We're going to continue our hike. Boys and girls, we've been hiking all day. We probably have about 6 kilometers in already. And I'm on my way home, and guess who's in my way? Mr. Skunk. So, we'll see. I don't want to get close to him, but it is kind of neat to watch him. I still think he has a sore left leg, because every time he walks, he has a little bit of a limp. You know that if you've ever had a sore foot, sometimes it's hard to put all of your weight on that foot, so you have to put weight on the other ones. And I think that's what's going on with Mr. Skunk. He has a sore left front paw. I don't know, maybe he got it stuck, or maybe another animal got at him. I don't know. It wasn't me. Anyway, he's pretty close. Let's go take a look, and then we're going home.